The following program was paid for by Southern American Media.
Fox 30 welcomes you to Meridian's favorite TV personalities and 3-time CMA nominees for Broadcast Personality of the Year. Welcome to Mornings with Scotty Ray and Debbie.
And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Otis.
Man, here we are on a Monday morning, getting your week started.
I'm not willing to turn off the heater just yet. It's 49, wind chill of 46 this morning, Odie.
There's a nip out there. I had to turn the defrost on in the truck. So
I see you walking around in a short sleeve shirt. How do you like the cold weather?
I like it better than the hot, but I'm one of those, I try not to wear long sleeves or a jacket until it snows. That way I get used to the cool.
Well, you'll never wear a jacket around here, will you?
But there's some times I'll stick one of them dudes on. And I don't know why. I don't like long sleeves, but I've started wearing them the last few years, being stuck on the interstate. It's not cold enough for a jacket, but it's not warm enough to have short sleeves.
Yeah, I've been there.
4, 5, 6 hours on the side of the interstate.
That'll do that to you.
Yeah, you'll wear something a little bit longer.
I'm real big, as everybody's always. I'm real big into long sleeve shirts. I can't tell you why, but I like them.
Well, they do keep you cooler.
That's
yeah. They keep you warmer in the winter. They keep you cooler in the summer.
And a lot of folks, the folks that used to work the fields, it would catch the sweat when a wind would blow by. It'd cool you down.
Keep the sun directly off your skin. So,
yeah.
Yeah, it helps you.
Don't forget, this is coming up tomorrow afternoon in Meridian. Wings and Tails are going to be kicking off at 5:30 there out at the Meridian Airport there at the hangar, Key Brothers.
Yeah, I mean, you can't beat that. $25 in advance for a ticket, so you better get them today, or $30 at the gate. 5:30 is the social hour. Ooh. And then 6:30 starts the dinner with some shrimp, potatoes, corn, crawfish, and chicken wings. I can eat some of the chicken wings and the shrimp.
Yeah, did you get invited to a party where they said it was a lot of shrimp and then you showed up and there were no shrimps?
Well, I got there early enough I could eat some shrimp. and some potatoes and some corn. Yeah. And I don't know what it was about RW, but he was going around getting all the little weenies out of it.
Is he a...
Well, he had a whole bag of little weenies.
You're talking about those, it's got the sauce on it, the little weenie things?
Yeah.
What's the name of those things?
Baby sausages.
Baby sausages?
I don't know. Tiny sausages.
You see them at events and they're always in a cooker and you stick your little, whatever they're called.
Yeah, and they got smothered in barbecue sauce, but these were all mixed in with the shrimp and crawfish. And I don't know, RW had a gallon Ziploc bag, and he's hooked on them. I guess so.
I guess he didn't want to cook when he got little smokies, is what Joey is calling.
Little smokies?
Yeah.
That will work.
Everybody, Christy says they're little smokies. They are good. I got to give RW credit for that. Margie Ann knows it also there. I just didn't. I've seen them even. Cocktail wieners, there's a different name for it. I've seen
cocktail wieners, that's what I think I've known them as.
They're at weddings also. I've seen them at weddings with that green punch. Y'all don't lie, but that is good stuff. I go to weddings just to get that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care about who's getting married. Give us that green
just
stuff.
Just get that green punch with the ice cream mixed in.
Oh, let's see here. She says, Katrina says it's nice with chilly weather it is.
Yeah. Of course, we had, Ricky Roberts was out there, and he had he was eating a lot of the red bugs, the mud bugs.
The mud bugs?
Yeah, him Anthony Chancellor. I just can't do it.
I know there's a lot of people that love it. It just is not, I don't do a lot of it. I can eat it, but I'm not going to fight you over it.
No, I'm not going to. Now, Representative Steve Horn, you know him.
Yeah.
He was out there, and he ate some shrimp with me. So maybe me and him ate all the shrimp before you got there.
And the next thing said there's going to be ribs. There wasn't one narrow rib left when I got there. I was watching the weather is what I was doing.
I ate a few of them, too.
Yeah, now I know where everything goes.
It was pretty good.
Believe it or not, this is May the 1st, and we welcome each and every one of y'all in.
Yes.
And there's a lot of things that have gone on over the weekend. We'll fill you in on all that. Have you ever watched that TV show, Bar Rescue?
Bar Rescue, I do.
The guy with the bad attitude that yells at him and says, you don't know what you... It's coming to Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama. So be expecting an episode to be filmed there. Kind of neat. That's kind of close to us.
It is, and all right. Do these people make it? Yeah, for the most part. If they continue on his ritual, they make it. But let me tell you, he makes a fool out of you.
Oh, he does.
For this show. But if you're fixing to lose everything you have,
You should listen.
might as well go with it. What else do you have to lose?
And a lot of these shows that do this stuff, they'll have special guests on it, and then the behind the scenes footage, they're running them down. How do they continue to do that, running people down? Just my thoughts.
I guess because they end up actually making
Made a little money off of it.
the money with it, and people say, "Okay, I'll take a beating as long as I can make a living."
Well, there you go. Happy birthday goes out to Miss Arlene Tew this morning. 60-something.
Look at there, happy birthday!
A big one there to you.
Wow.
And I don't know what's in the water, but we often talk about accidents that happen somewhere between exit 134 and 137. And yes, it happened again in Clark County on I-59. Around 133, we had an accident there. It was a two-vehicle to where somebody bumped somebody, and then they kept on going. Shame.
Well, and there's a lot more people using dash cams nowadays.
How'd you know I was going to ask you that?
Our ESPN's working this morning.
Do you use one yet?
I do.
I've got one, and I've never hooked it up.
Amy's got one in her car. I don't have one in my personal truck, but I do have one in my work truck.
I think eventually probably every car will start having those, and they'll offer you like a lower insurance rate if you keep it in your car.
Yeah, they'll come installed in the rearview mirror or something.
That's like that thing that they offer. We'll give you 15% for good driving. What they do is they hook that
plug
to your...
it, yeah.
Yeah, and then when you have a wreck...
You've been going too fast for too long.
And
boy,
we ain't paying for it.
and we ain't going to pay for it.
So just remember, some things sound better than they really
that
are.
15% costs you either no insurance or way more than what you want to pay for it.
There you go. Something to think about. We did have someone stabbed over the weekend in Meridian. Now, before you panic, let me explain what happened. They were taken to a hospital. Car was left, doors wide open. A lot of people saw it. This happened in the Highway 39 area as they were traveling down the highway. Now, I don't know how... I've had arguments. You know how your mama used to reach over the back seat, slap it?
Oh, yeah.
Now we've progressed to grab a butcher knife and reach over the back seat, and not sure exactly what went on in the car, but someone was stabbed. They did go to the hospital. They took them, and then once they took them, they went, whoop, and police were looking for those folks there.
They decided that wasn't worth it. My mama told me one day to be still so she could hit me back there.
How'd that work out?
I think I was still till she could hit me. Because it was either that, don't let her pull that car over. She kept swinging back.
I always heard that. Don't make me stop this car.
Hey, yeah, okay.
Back in the day.
Oh, man, when it was good.
And that was when cars were big enough where you could climb in the back window of the car to get away from people.
Oh, you could hide, yeah. You could hide in the back seat.
I remember that. I could sleep in that back where the speakers were.
I did that going to Birmingham. Charlene's laughing at me because she was probably laughing. She's probably the one that got me in trouble.
No telling on that. Coming up, we're going to tell you about a car chase that ended in a wreck that happened in Meridian. Ooh, airborne. We'll tell you all about that. That's coming up next.
What drives us may be different, but what we share is the pursuit. Whether taking on the job site or your own backyard, let the pursuit of the perfect cut begin. Steel's zero-turn mowers are here. Real Steel. Find yours.
Need an expert to repair a rock peck or cracked windshield? Call Advanced Auto Glass by Joey for quality workmanship and customer service. Convenient same-day service, as well as in-house calibration for vehicle safety systems. Reliable mobile service is available in Clark, Kemper, Neshoba, Lauderdale, and Newton counties for all cars, trucks, and heavy equipment. Book your appointment today for custom tinting. It can reduce temps, fading, glare, and more. Improve the safety and enhance the appearance of your vehicle today with services from Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
If you're building or remodeling your home and finally getting around to that to-do list, before you spend your hard-earned money anywhere else, do yourself and your pocketbook a favor and check out the huge selection available at Southern Pipe and Supply. They have a large showroom on Highway 39 North in Meridian. You can check out the large selection of tubs, showers, sinks, and faucets. Southern Pipe for all of your heating and air conditioning system upgrades, along with standby generators in preparation for storm season. And we're local, Southern Pipe and Supply.
Spring is in the air at the Neshoba County Co-op, located at 338 West Main Street, downtown Philadelphia. If you're looking for that perfect flower for your home or getting ready for a garden, whether it's butter beans, peas, or tomatoes, they've got it all there. The fishing calendar says it's great at the Neshoba County Co-op, whether you're bass fishing or if you're out for crappie. From new rod and reels to getting the exact lure, or maybe that worm that you're hunting. Grab a pole and go fishing today. And let's not forget about turkey season. And remember, all roads lead to the Neshoba County Co-op. And welcome back with Scotty Ray and Odie. A bright and early May the 1st day it is.
And you know, if you join us, you're going to wake up, you're going to have smiles, you're going to have laughs. Not only are we the fastest hour on TV, we're going to be the fastest week. It's Friday before you know it, folks.
That away.
Yes.
At May, we've got graduations happening this month, right?
Yeah.
And then vacations come. June, we're right at that halfway mark already. 4 months behind us. First quarter is over.
Now, talking about vacations, I know every one of y'all is going to want to go to the beach this year.
Yeah.
But before you go to the beach, and more information's coming pretty quick, not tomorrow, but next Tuesday at 7 p.m. at MCC Workforce Development. That's the old Walmart on Highway 19.
Across from Lee's Donut.
Across from Lee. Oh, yeah, Lee's Donuts.
I had to bring that up.
Got to bring that up. Go in there. You've got to be there. If you spend any time at the beach, you've got to come to this. It's going to be about an hour and a half. Bring the whole family, the kids, everybody. We're going to be talking about the safety at the beach when it comes to rip currents. Over the past 10 years, 191, and that's still growing today. I think it's been already 6 this year. This year, summer's not even here. 191 people's died with a rip current.
Oh, boy.
A rip current is extremely dangerous, especially when you don't know what's going on. But if you come to this and learn what a rip current is, how to get out of it, if you get caught in it, you won't have any problems. You've got to come to this. It is imperative that everybody comes to this and learns all you can learn about this rip current. It's not going to be all night. It's going to be a little while, hour and a half. We're going to have speakers there. We've got snacks going to be there. I've partnered with Baldwin County EMA, Zach Hood and his staff.
So that's somebody from the actual coast that works with us every day.
Yes, he's my counterpart down there for Orange Beach, Gulf Shores, all that area. And he's going to be up here with us. Hopefully, we've got it planned if he can get away. But we've got some other speakers that's going to tell you what to do. This is a very important deal that you need to come to at 7 o'clock.
What date?
Next Tuesday, May the 9th at MCC Workforce Development. If you go to the beach, before you stick your feet on the sands, come see what we have to offer.
I agree with that. Now, as we start looking at some of the things that happened over the weekend here, first we talked about the stabbing that happened in the car. Our next event would happen to where, what if the blue light, what do you do? Let's give Odie the answer. What do you do? You're driving down the road, you're running, 20, 25 miles an hour over the speed limit. Blue lights come on. What do you do, Odie?
Hey, you better turn your flashers on and start to pull over because they after you.
Well, what happens if you were not doing that? 18th Avenue, 19th Street. Let's take a look at what happened there over the weekend. The blue lights went on, and they didn't stop. Now, this, from what I understand, could have been a minor. So just under the age of 18, they put the pedal to the metal, and off they went. And as you can see, they took off from right here at 23rd Avenue. They would make it roughly 1, 2, 3 blocks before sideswiping about 4 cars, going airborne in the air, and then landing on a light pole and knocking out everybody's power and putting them in the dark.
You just made a whole section of the neighborhood mad. And you tore up all these cars. And you did all that on a straightaway.
If you go run from the police, get away more than 3 blocks.
You better not even run from nothing on feet. You can't get away on a straight shot.
And it was,
oh, man.
And I don't think that it had time to really get to a high. I mean, that's not a long way to get up a true high speed. So it could have been a whole lot worse. But
Every time you bounce off a vehicle, you lose momentum.
Yeah, but it like that. And then
Wow.
I didn't get to the scene in time. It was getting cleaned up. But I think it wedged in between a couple of cars when it went up and then come. Man. Now, fortunately, there was nothing bad injuries out of this. Somebody was transported to the hospital. But this could have turned out so way different.
It could have, and I'm not laughing at the.
It's the
that somebody wrecked,
circumstances.
but it's the whole circumstance you
Yeah.
can't help but laugh at. And I'm glad nobody really got it.
Right, but 3 blocks.
Whoop, whoop.
That's over.
Do not brag about this.
Yeah, that is not something to go back and tell your friends. Man, I
Yeah.
run the police, made it 3
So did
blocks.
Woo.
If you're in jail watching us right now, I highly suggest never to brag about that to the other
Look,
guys.
tell them you're going to have to make something up the reason you in there. It's just all there is to it. Come up with something.
Oh, absolutely. Now, we had another instant that we want to talk about this. As people say, well, it's gun violence is gun violence. Well, what happens when you're not real good aim at what you're doing? Well, you have to resort to other means. And by golly, we do that here in the Meridian area. You run out of ammo, grab the next best thing. Let's go take a look at what happened here, Odie. Let's go next to the police department. Look here. Here's the police department here. Here's the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department right over here. Here's Children's Museum over here. Gunfire would break out here. Somebody got mad at somebody. They got in a big old argument. Big argument. Boom, 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 boom. They miss. So they grab a baseball bat. They didn't miss.
They didn't miss.
One person was taken for medical help after that. I don't know how serious, but a baseball bat cannot. Didn't Evil Knievel go to jail over that?
You know,
I'm thinking he did.
somebody, Evil Knievel or Evil Knievel Jr.?
No, it was
Robert
Evil.
Knievel.
It was Evil.
It was Evil Knievel?
I think Evil went to prison over that. He hit old boy with a baseball bat, and I don't remember the outcome of it, but it wasn't good for the person that got hit.
Well, I tell you what, if you shoot at me and I got a baseball bat,
Well,
but I'm not going to shoot at you, run out of bullets, and then say, well, I'm going to grab a baseball.
and let me pull this back. I always do graphics when I post it. Nobody got this. Let me pull this up. What do you see in that picture? Do you see it? It's right in front of you. Okay, it's right there, Odie. What is that? Have you forgotten? Do I need to give you a lollipop?
Yeah.
Would a lollipop
It
help
would.
that? Think about that, a lollipop in that car, a Buick, a 73 model. Wore one of those little ugly hats. He was a detective in New York. Come on, come on, come on. I'm gonna have to give it. That's Kojak. That's Kojak.
Kojak!
Kojak had to come out to solve
Now,
this.
see, if you'd have told me a dum-dum, I'm just making excuses now.
But you didn't recognize that?
No, I didn't.
Man alive.
Kojak. Why couldn't have I got that?
Well,
I used to have to sit up and watch that with Daddy. I loved Kojak.
Sometimes you got to add a little flavor to it and just slid right past you there. Okay.
It did.
We did have, now when I first reported this next incident in Meridian, I worded it of I cannot confirm. And I did. I've since then confirmed. I had a young lady said, yeah, that did happen. That was my truck that got hit. We had a truck rather, get its window busted out as we come here. 43rd Avenue, and this would happen here on Terry Street. Gunfire would break out. The Meridian Police Department responded to this. And as we'll see right in this area, here's Robush Drive. Here's Highland Park right there. Happened right there in that area there. The window of a truck busted out with a bullet.
Wow.
Thought you might want to know that also.
They can't hit what they're aiming at, but that bullet's going to hit something.
Boy, it does. As I talked about this morning at 6:30.
Yeah, like to hit the kid and while he was in bed.
Yeah, and it was the mayor of Atlanta. I think she worked for either Obama or I forget whose administration, but she's the mayor of there, and her nephew. Somebody shot in the air and a bullet come through the roof of the home.
Wow.
Wasn't hurt, fortunately.
The good
But again,
Lord
I've
was
heard
with
you
him.
talk about that. What goes up must come down.
It's got to come down, and there's places that have damage on their roofs because of that.
Do y'all remember the Westerns, how they always, everybody in the town,
Oh yeah, shoot straight up. Nobody ever got hit.
nope, like the A-Team.
You know,
they
that
didn't
was-
even hit a car.
Growing up, we did that with bow and arrows.
How'd that work out?
Well, none of us got hit.
I ain't playing no games with y'all. Good morning. Oh, it's 7:20 with Scotty Ray and Odie.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, day beds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
Your local farmer knows a good deal when he sees one. The L-Series Kubota tractor is the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA and offered at Parish Kubota with 0% financing available. Come see why we're more than a tractor store at Parish Tractor.
Welcome back with Scotty Ray and Odie. You almost forgot Jeff Fuller made the comment.
Yeah. Who loves you, baby?
Telly Savalas, and of course he did play that part really good of Kojak. I loved him.
He did. That was movie or shows. That was a little bit different than the shows we have nowadays with detective. Those were good.
Yeah. We say good morning to Tommy Craven watching us from that west side of Newton County there.
There we go.
Even
you said good morning. Charlie Wiggins, good morning.
Look here.
Tanner,
Todd
look at
Kemp,
that.
sheriff of Clark County, caught that. He said that's Kojak. He knew it right off the bat there.
Well, that's why he's sheriff of Clark County. He's a smart man.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Man's all over it. We pass along sad news this morning. I got news of there was a lot of activity from the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department on Friday out in the Jeff Davis School area.